Lord, I praise you. I thank you. I thank you for who you are. I thank you for being an amazing Father. Thank you that you look at us as sons and daughters. Thank you that we get to be a part of your amazing family. Thank you that we have the ability to know who you are, to know about you, to know the thoughts that you have for us. Thank you that you call each and every one of us by our names. And I thank you that we get to carry around your name, we get to carry around your glory, that we get to carry around your power. Now we get to be the vessels that it flows through. Father, I thank you for the understanding and the patience and the mercy and the grace that we get each and every day that we're blessed to wake up. The willingness to teach us. And the willingness to pick us up when we fall down. And your willingness to look past our mistakes and the things that we do wrong. Father, I also thank you for the calling that you put on each and every one of our lives. And your faithfulness to see it through. To bring us to where we need to go. Father, again, I thank you for your Son, Jesus. Jesus, without you, none of this is possible. Without your willingness to go to the cross, I have no ability to be redeemed. There's nothing that I could have done to pay for what I did. But Jesus, your willingness to pay for what I did has not only made me redeemed, it has not only restored me, but it set me free. Set me free from who I once was. It set me free from this world. And it set me free from the chains and bondage of sin. A trade that just seems unfair. life for my life. Jesus, I thank you for coming here, for walking with the ones before us, for teaching the ones before us. And giving us a perfect example of how to do this thing right when everything is against you. Showing us that through you, everything is possible. Through you, we have the strength to do this. Through you, we have the courage to stand up. Father, again, I thank you for your Spirit. Holy Spirit, I yield myself to you tonight, and I ask that you use me however you see fit. Use my voice as your voice. I am your willing vessel. Holy Spirit, I do ask if anything of me happens to get out, that you cast it to the ground, so everything of you hits there is just right, because you have what is needed. You have what is most important. You have what fulfills us and what sustains us. Father, once again, I want to tell you I love you and I praise you and I thank you. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So last week I kind of spilled out a lot of things that I've been going through that I haven't been doing. So I truly started to seek the Lord again. And the job that I'm at right now, I'm working about 2 hours from here, so I have like 4 hours of drive time. The place that I'm at, the service is not very good. Phone service, I can call out, I can receive text messages, I can receive phone calls, but there's all the other things that I can do on my phone have no ability to work because the service is garbage. But the one thing that I do have that works is my Bible app. So I don't take naps at work anymore because it makes me too tired when I wake up. So I start reading the Bible again on my work. And I came across Matthew chapter 18. And so I want everybody to turn with me to Matthew chapter 18. And it's in the very beginning of Matthew chapter 18. And so it reads, at the time the disciples came to Jesus and said, who then is greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And he called a child to himself, and he set him among them and said, truly I say to you, unless you change and become like children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. So whoever will humble himself like this child, he is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever receives one such child in my name receives me. But whosoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, is better for him to have a heavy millstone be hung around his neck, and that he be drowned in the depths of the sea. So I didn't want to stop reading, but the part that I've gotten to is my childlike faith. So I've lost what it's like to be excited when I open the Bible. I used to open the Bible and I used to be excited because I knew that I was going to be shown something. I used to want to spend time because I knew that he was going to show up. And then there was a meeting that we had not too long ago out there. And it was told to us that we were no longer children, but we were growing up as adults. And so when I heard that word adult, it was like I grew up and I lost that childlike faith. I lost that want to be in the Bible, that want to be at his feet, that want to know that if I dive in there, that he's going to show up every single time. And so today when he showed me that, I realized that I grew up too fast. Now on the outside, yes, we do have to grow up. We do have to become adults. We do have to have responsibilities. We do have to have, we have bills. We have things that we have to do. But my faith in who Jesus is doesn't ever have to grow up. It doesn't ever have to feel like I have to be an adult in front of him. Because when I started to feel like I had to be an adult, I started to feel like I had to prove something to you guys. I started to feel like I had to have the best thing to say. I started to feel like I had to have the most knowledge. I had to have all the answers. When I felt like I grew up, I felt the desire and the want to open the Bible as not because I had to. I stopped opening the Bible because I didn't want to anymore. When my father showed me this today, he showed me that the reason why you don't open this anymore and the reason why you don't spend time with this anymore is because you've become an adult. And when we all, so like I didn't become a physical adult until after the age of 30. I still lived in my parents' house when I was in my 30s. And I still relied on my mom and dad way too much into my 30s. So we all know as children, like little Esther right over there, she's in complete reliance on her mother and father to give her everything that she needs, to give her food, to bathe her, to keep her clean, to keep her out of things, to keep her safe. And so what he showed me was I've lost that childlike faith, so I've stopped counting on him in such a way that I shut my Bible. So when I open it, now all I see are just words. All I see is just a story. So he showed me that I have to go back to where I was excited. Excited about opening the Bible, excited about getting on my knees and praying, excited about having a conversation with him, excited about all of that stuff. Everything that I used to be excited about, I don't have that excitement or that want. And that's wrong. I should never have that. I should never get to a place where, as it was said once before, where this just becomes common. Where it's feels like a job. Standing up here in a way has not felt like a job. It's felt like it's something that I have to do because of the position that I stand in. It went away from, I used to be excited to come up here because I knew that I had no idea what I was doing. So I had complete reliance on him to show up. But now I felt like I know what I'm doing, so I don't have complete reliance on him to show up. So a lot of the times, me comes out. So when he showed me that today, it was really cool because it was like a spark of new life came back up in me. Like a child all excited because they're about to get something cool. A want and desire that hasn't been there. And I know I have responsibilities. I have responsibilities as an adult in this world to go to work, to bring money in to pay for bills that we have. My life as a Christian, my life as a son. I have to take that adult idea that I have in my head of who I think I'm supposed to be and get rid of it. I have to go back to being a child. I have to go back to knowing that when I was younger, looked up to my father in a way I still do. Like my earthly father. Because I watched a man who got up every day and went to work. It was me and my brother. When we were younger, we played football and we played baseball. My sister, she would cheerlead. So every weekend, my brother was a couple years older than I was. We all would play football. So every weekend, my mom and my dad would go. Like a lot of times it was a couple hours away. So this would be like an all-day thing. And I don't ever remember hearing my mom and my dad complain because I saw the want to be a part of our lives. But I'll be honest with you. The way that I relied on my father and my mother when I was a child, I don't rely on my real father. I don't rely on him to give me everything that I need. I try to do it a lot myself. So last week when I said that no matter what, don't stop seeking him. Don't stop looking for him in every place that you go. That's what a child does when they lose sight of their father or their mother. They will seek and seek and seek and seek until they find them. Me, I've grown up. God bless you guys. And growing up, I feel like I have to do it all myself. But in him showing me that I've lost my childlike faith, it's him showing me that I can't do it myself. There's not one thing that I can do right. I may get it right for a little bit, but I won't consistently get it right. So the spark of the child that I once had in me is now showing back up. And I don't mean the whining and the crying and the running around and not feeling like I have responsibilities or anything like that, but it's the child. Like, kids want to learn stuff. Like my son, he wants to learn. It doesn't matter what it is. He enjoys, like, plays this Minecraft. I've always tried to want to play it, but I don't. To me, it looks so confusing. But the things that he can do on it is amazing. It's because he wanted to learn how to do it. So what did he do? He learned how to do it. But it was the desire to learn. But us as adults, we get comfortable. I got comfortable. I didn't want to learn. I didn't want to progress. I didn't want to move forward. I liked where I was. Like I said, I have a chair down there, and I like my chair. My wife's tried to get rid of it countless times. But I like my chair because it's comfortable. But I got comfortable in my faith. I got comfortable where I was. I felt secure. I didn't really want to step out. As a man of God and as a Christian, I'm supposed to step out. But if my faith in Him is not like a child, then I won't step out because I'll be too scared. We all know kids are not scared, they're not afraid of much. Like our pastor's son, Judah, if he knows that his dad is around, the boy is fearless. If he can see his parents, the boy is fearless. He'll run and jump off the front step, and he'll slide. And kids are fearless. If they know that their parents are around, they're pretty fearless. Even though that I know that my Father's around, and He's always around, and He's always next to me, there's fear. There's fear of stepping out. There's fear of falling flat on my face. There's fear of getting bumps and bruises. There's fear of getting little nicks and cuts. And there's fear of bruised egos and fear of pride puffing up and fear of all that. But in my childlike faith, all of that fear goes out the window. And I know this because Holy Spirit always likes to remind me of the time when I first got here. It was probably within about 6 months of me being here. I had this excitement, and some of you have heard it, and some of you hadn't. But I went to one of the leaders that was here, and I said, I really believe that the Lord wants me to do a Bible study. And he's like, okay. He's like, if you believe the Lord wants you to do a Bible study, then you can do a Bible study. And so, me going into it knowing I have no idea what I'm doing, the night that I do a Bible study, there's like 50 people in the room. Yeah. And there's men and women of God who are seasoned. There's men and women of God whose walks are amazing and who have this wisdom and this knowledge of what it is that they were doing. But here's little old me, who's not even a year old, sitting in a chair up in front of 50 people, trying to do a Bible study when I had no clue what I was doing. But I was fearless. So that's what he's showing me. He's like, you got to get back to that point of childlike faith, because that was childlike faith. That was complete trust in the Lord that He was going to do what He was going to do, even though I had no idea what I was doing. That's when He showed up. Is when I knew that I didn't know what I was doing, but I was going to do it because I believed that's what He told me to do. And I did it. And He showed up. Just like He's doing right now. He's showing up. So now every time I open this Bible, there's going to be an excitement that He's going to show up, show me something. The Holy Spirit's going to go, this is what I want you to know. This is what I want you to do. my faith is going to grow. My walk is going to grow. I'm going to grow up as a Christian, but my faith will never, ever go past being a child. It'll always be childlike. It'll always stay there. Because when it stays there, my fear is not there. I will become a fearless Christian when my faith is like a child. So again, I'm going to do the same thing I do every night. I want to thank you guys for showing up. I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings. I'm excited to see what the Lord is going to do. I'm excited to see who He's going to bring through that door next. I'm excited to see what He's going to do in your all's lives. And I'm excited to see what He's going to do in mine. So, Father, I love you. I praise you. I thank you. I thank you for your word. I thank you for your truth. I thank you that you have shown up once again. Holy Spirit, I ask that you help each and every one of us keep that childlike faith. To continually make that faith strong. To continually do the work. Holy Spirit, I ask that everything that was from you tonight to stay in their hearts and their minds. And everything that got out, let it be forgotten. Holy Spirit, I ask that you be with each and every one of these people here tonight as they lay down and as they spend their quiet time with you. That you comfort the ones that need comfort. That you quiet down everything that is not of you, so that your voice can be heard clearly, so that your voice can be heard in such a way that it's undeniable that you are the one that is speaking. I ask for your instructions. Be sealed up tonight as we sleep. I thank you that you watch over us, and I thank you that you speak into our lives, and I thank you for that extra protection around all of our family, this property, around this house. I thank you that you've chosen this place to be your lighthouse. This place to be your beacon. Jesus, again, I thank you for your sacrifice. Your willingness to go to a cross to pay a debt that we couldn't pay. To see it through. To show us how it's done righteously. To show us how it's done perfectly. To let us know that through you we can achieve everything that you did and greater. So Father, once again, I want to say how much I love you and I praise you and I thank you.